Joy's garage. Today we're going to be building shelves in our garage to remove boxes and any other materials that we have in the garage, so we empty the floor space to park a car and possibly a motorcycle later on. I already have placed a 2x4 on the wall, and I split a 2x4 in two, and I am using those pieces in the sides so it'll be lighter and more economical. If you want to know how I place the 2x4s on the wall, go and watch our previous video. The link is in the description, so you will see materials and the technique I use. Using the same technique that placing the 2x4s on the wall, I placed it on the ceiling. It was very important that I found the studs on the ceiling to drive the screws that support the 2x4s to the ceiling. If done, they're going to fall off. They're going to be supported well. So make sure you find those studs, you mark where they are, and you drive the screws, the 3-inch screws, through the 2x4 and to that stud. The next step will be to measure the distance from the ceiling, the 2x4 that we fix on, that we located at the ceiling, that we saw on the ceiling, to the lower segment where the shelves are going to be. So we measure that distance, that is 25.5 inches. We cut 3 pieces of 2x4 of 25.5 inches. So we're going to place them in this fashion so they will support the shelf vertically. Using a circular saw or a table saw, I have cut a 2x4 in half, obtaining roughly a 1x1 or a 1 fraction and 1 length. So I will complete with this piece the frame of the shelf. I use this because I don't require the whole 2x4 for strength, so I can save some money and some wood using this piece. The 2x4, I cut it into, I have 2 pieces to go the whole length. Once I have cut the 2x4, this is going to be used for the final framing of the shelf. I have measured the whole length of the frame, and I have calculated the length of the 2 framing in exactly 2 pieces of the same size. So we'll have 1 vertical 2x4 that I showed you at the beginning, earlier on the video. This is the vertical support that will be at the center of this piece, as you can see here. And another one will be at the end of it. So this one will meet these pieces of the frame and will support the other one. So because it's going to be in 2 pieces. At this, the other end will be supported by the wall. So you'll have support in 3 locations individually, and that will give strength to the shelf. Now we're going to start finishing up the framing of the shelf. We're going to place this piece of the framing hanging from the 2x4 on the ceiling and the wall also. We have to make sure that this is level. So you have to bring a level and make sure you have this level to make your life easier. Here we have placed the first screw over on the wall. I'm pivoting and having the level on the frame when the wall was in the center, so it was level. I have placed another screw on the 2x4 that is on the ceiling. Now I'm going to place a second screw on the ceiling 2x4 to have better strength. Done. The second section of the structure, and they will be here at the center with another vertical support to have the strength that we require. I want to pre-drill holes in the vertical support so they will go horizontally, so it will make our life easier. The bottom of the shelf, I made it from scrap plywood that I had from a previous project. So if you have scrap wood that you can use for the bottom of the shelf, great, that's saving, and saving is earning. So I will finish up this section. This one was a full section, as you saw in the time-lapse video. These two were the top pieces of scrap. I'm holding a second there. This section that is missing, the bottom part, I have to breathe. At the bottom part of the shelf, I will put it from scrap that I cut in length from a previous project. So I put something like this. And I will have to measure what is left here to cut it and fit it here. And then we have the full shelf already done. You'll see it in the next part, the full project, and with the boxes on top already. Well, this is the final piece of our shelves. I just cut it. What I did, I presented it, I marked it from the bottom, and now I'm not that big of a computer, as you know by now, but it fits here, and I will just screw it in place. And that's it. Next thing you'll see the stuff already on this shelf, so we'll empty the floor space. Well, my friends, this is the final product. I removed almost all the boxes that were in the floor in the garage, and now we empty the floor space to store our first car. I think our next video will be that first car. So don't forget to watch it and enjoy it. If you like what you are seeing in these videos, please subscribe to the channel and write me your comments. Your comments is what makes sure this channel. So please write your comments below, and I will put all the materials and all the tools that I used during these projects in the comments below if you are interested. Up to next time, thank you. Have a good day.